Hey gang, hope everybody's having a good day out there. So I just spent the last 12 minutes doing a video, and then after I got done with it and I went to publish it, I realized that my microphone wasn't turned on. So hopefully I can do this again. It's going to be a little hard now. I went through and I set up a generic account with Mastercam University to be able to show you how to do that. I'm going to try to go through it all again and just kind of follow along. I'll explain what I'm doing, but it's going to look like I've already got the account set up. So it's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully everybody can figure it out. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make myself small here. And I'm going to open up my browser. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to university.mastercam.com. And you're going to come down here and you're going to hit login. Now, when you get here, obviously you see I've already got a password and a name there because that's the account that I just set up. You're going to go right here to create one. Okay, and you're going to create an account. Put your first name, last name, your email address that you want all your correspondence coming through, and basically what I would use is the same preferred email address that you use for your MyVU items. And then pick a password that works for you that you're going to remember. All right, and then type in the code and hit create account. All right, so after you create the account, it's going to send you a verification email. You're going to validate your account. Do that. And once you get it validated, go ahead and move on to the login page. Now, once you do your login, it's going to come up with this right here. And I think it's going to do this to you each time you try to open it up. All right. But what you need to understand is don't worry about this. You're going to be able to just hit skip on this each time. You don't have to do anything. This is if I was actually, or if you were an industry customer, you would want to link this to your actual industry your part. You see here where it's talking about the hash key. It's wanting to link it to who you are as a customer goes. Don't worry about that. Just hit skip. And you might have to skip that more than once, but basically you're wanting to move on to this part right here where it's got the training courses. All right. And these top three that are going to show up, these are the three that we are going to be working through. Okay, we're starting out with Mastercam 2020 2D mill. Then we're going to work through Mastercam 2020 lathe. And then Mastercam 2020 3D mill. Okay, these are a few of the items you'll see if you look back on the PDF that I made, kind of giving you the calendar for the month of June. All right, these are some of the items that we're going to be working through. We're going to start out with the 2D mill. It's going to be a lot of review, and then we're jumping right after that, Mastercam, into our first project. We are going to actually design and program our indicator base and the pad that goes on top of our indicator. That way, when you get back here in July, we're going to build you your own tool setter. Okay, when I say indicator base, we're talking about a tool setter. So we're going to build that, and we're going to build our 5-axis stop. So we need to be proficient with the 2D mill toolpaths. This is going to be some good review because it's been a while for most of you. All right, so that's what we're going to do here first. Okay, once you get logged in, all right, and you can see here it kind of shows you all these courses, but the ones we have access to are these Mastercam 2020 courses. Okay, even though there's some others there, if I click on one of those, it's going to, well, I guess it's going to let me into 2019, but I don't want that. I want 2020. All right, so that's what we're working at. But once you get in here to this course, you need to come down on the left-hand side where it says Instructor block. Okay, first thing you need to do before you even start on anything else in the course, come down here and type in my email. Okay, and once you type in jvenard@vinu.edu, I want you to hit add. Okay. Now, I've already added myself, so I can't really add myself the second time, I don't think. Okay, I'm still the instructor there. Let me make sure over here on my other side that didn't change anything as a number of users. Nope, still the same. All right, but that's what you need to see. Your current instructor is Jonathan Venard. All right, for your Mastercam 2020 2D mill. Then same thing for the lathe. When you go to Mastercam 2020 lathe, come down here, type in my email again, jvenard@vinu.edu, and hit add. So it says your current instructor is Jonathan Venard. Okay. Now, just a little bit about these. All right. A little bit about these. They're very simple if you go through the lessons one by one. Okay. If you go into lesson 1, when you get in here, you're going to see that each one of these different modules here, lesson 1-1, there's a video. Lesson 1-2, there's a video. Okay. That's all it is. It's one video after another. Okay, and just watch those through so it kind of explains what's going on. Some of it, yes, may be a review for you, but that's okay. We're not in any big hurry here. We just want to work through all the information. And then you can move on to lesson 1 and you can start working through some of these modules. Okay, this is where we're going to be doing some designing and talking about the different attributes of the Mastercam, and you're going to go video by video as we work through this. Okay, and you see here, it'll keep your progress for you. That way, if you work through, half of a lesson in one day, you can come back in. It's going to show you where you left off. Now, the big thing, all right, the big thing about these is this. You will get a Mastercam certificate of completion for this. So you'll have a Mastercam University MIL 2D 2020 certificate at the end of this. Once you complete it, it does give you a competency test at the end. You have to score a 70% or better. So don't just go to the end and try to take the test and then take the chance at scoring a 50%, because then we're going to reset it and you're going to do it again. Okay, nobody's going to fail. You're in the advanced class. You need to be able to pass that competency test. Now, when I say that, when you take it, use your resources, use your Mastercam help menu, okay, use all the tools that you have at your fingertips to be able to get the answers as correct as possible. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So you're going to work through it. Make sure that as you work through these, make yourself a folder with your Mastercam 2D MIL and save the Mastercam files there. You will be submitting those and turning those in on Blackboard. Okay, so that way I can grade the files. So you will have to complete the files. You can't just go through and watch all the videos and it shows your progress is through and you're done. You're going to have to be able to do the files. So make sure you do each of the files. Another thing is, I'm starting on this today, so I'm going to be working through these new Mastercam 2020 university modules with you. That way I can get the certificates and throw them in my portfolio. It helps out with professional development and stuff around here. And that way, if there's any bugs or anything that I run into, I can reach out and say, hey, I got on this video, I found a spot where there was a little issue, here's how you fix it, here's what you need to do. Okay? But you are welcome to start working on this right away as soon as you'd like to. And like I said, what I'd like to see is by the end of the day on Friday, so today's Wednesday, by the end of the day on Friday, whenever I look at my instructor dashboard, I would like to see the number of users at everybody in there. Okay, so make sure you at least get the account set up and get me listed as your instructor for the Mastercam 2020 2D MIL, the Mastercam 2020 lathe, and the Mastercam 2020 3D MIL. All right. If you saw on the first page, it said these will only have access until June 30th. That's not true. We will have access to these through the entire month of July. So we've got until the end of July to get these finished, but don't forget, we want to spend July working on machines, not book work in the classroom. Okay, so I'm going to really be cracking the whip to make sure you're getting these done. I'd love to see everybody have these done and all these certificates already printed off and in your portfolio before I get you here on campus in a month. All right? Okay, so let's get started. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.